Hey boss, I could use some help.
You seem to be as wealthy as a king.
Back at ya? Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
I'm sure everyone has something to say.
Maybe. But I already said too much. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, what did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment, but a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us.
Yeah, I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? Another day for retooling. We have a few more ideas in the backlog if you want to check them out. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. So, are we good to go on this project?
I am ready.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
Give me a minute.
You got it.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together.
You know, I might stay for a bit more. I want to finish an adjustment to the Hell Ride. You ready to leave?
I am ready to go.
Hey, Robbie, you got a sec?
Sure.
About Salazar Steel. I couldn't remember any details about the Stark Technology Center, so I did some digging. 10 years ago, Oscorp and Stark Industries were in a good old-fashioned business war. Salazar Steel was a promising acquisition. When we realized Oscorp was angling in, we bought the plant from Mr. Salazar. What we didn't realize was how much of his finances were a mess. He poured his profits back into the plant. It was the only thing keeping the lights on. With the Oscorp thing, well, our stock couldn't afford to take the hit. We had to shut the plant down.
Then, What was the technology center?
A complete fiction. The only problem I saw from the boardroom was a dip in our stock from closing the plant. So I did the classic billionaire's trick of pitching a ridiculous idea that would take years to get off the ground. Stock rose. People celebrated my genius vision. And that was the last I thought of Salazar Steel. But I should have followed up. Ensured the people who lost their jobs found new ones. Robbie, I'm not the man I was 10 years ago. I'm glad you met me, and not him.
This doesn't make you look good.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I meant, you aren't trying to spin this. I respect that you shared this, warts and all.
Oh yeah, of course. You deserve to know what happened.
So, I'm going to tinker with the Hellride. You wanna give me a hand?
You sure? Tell me where you need me.
Hunter.
Good girl, Charlie.
Hunter, go check out the...
As I had hoped, the bar guest's dark energy is exactly what we needed to pierce the demonic barrier.
What is our next move?
I've created a suit of armor from it, tailored to fit you and only you. In theory, it will allow you to walk among the Lilin. I just hope it fits. It certainly looks impressive, doesn't it? I've decided to call it the Demonchylde suit.
A very fitting name, Doctor. On many levels.
I was hearing a lot of I's in there, Doc. Thought this was a we scenario going on here.
Yes, Tony provided some assistance, of course. Particularly with the name.
Yeah, well, forgive me if I'm not used to having my combat suits try and take a bite out of me while I calibrate them.
It is an impressive, if not pungent, creation.
Speaking of, I suggest you make use of the suit while the components are still fresh. That should maximize the protections against that infernal barrier.
Understood, Doctor.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Oh, Hunter, what is that hideous thing you're wearing?
Hideous? That's harsh, even for you, Sarah.
It, smells. And what is that leathery material it's made of? It looks like it's made from the skin of...
Rabid demon dog? Pretty much terrifies me just looking at it. But if it can get Hunter here through that demonic barrier keeping us out of Banner's lab, I can deal with my existential terror over Strange's creepy meat suit.
Barrier? I thought we discussed this.
Oh, we did, Sarah. We just decided to go another way.
Hunter, we need to talk, and we need to talk now. So, I see you, Stark, Magic, and Nico are heading to Banner's lab, despite my objections.
We are.
But I said no, and I said it loud and clear.
Well, this is what we have decided to do. Best accepted.
It's not like any of you are giving me much of a choice.
Afraid not. I am sorry, Sarah, but you cannot stop us.
No, I suppose I can't. Fine. Go back to the lab and get Tony's toy.
Thank you, Sarah.
While you're there, if you happen to encounter Wanda, don't make the mistake of going easy on her. I assure you, she won't hold back on you.
Then I will not hold back either.
Glad we're on the same page. I was afraid you were going to say that you still had hope for her. But I know you have better sense than to jeopardize yourself for someone who is beyond saving. Well, at least that armor looks as sturdy as it is macabre. It should give you the protection you need. Good luck out there. I hope Tony's accelerator is worth it.
Are there any curses I should be aware of? Now this is magic.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close.
Always a pleasure.
Ready for more?
New and improved.
Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right?
Agatha always knew how to put a smile on my face.
Ugh, Hunter, that suit. Is that the doggy armor Strange tailored for you?
How does it look?
You have to ask.
Well, it makes me feel like Vlad the Impaler, ferocious and formidable.
How you feel is all that really matters. But I was thinking more along the lines of ridiculous, not unlike Strange's plan.
I thought you wanted us to find a way to break back into Banner's lab.
I do. I just think wearing a hellhound skin to bypass a demonic barrier is something you'd only see in one of Nico's zombie movies.
If you have a better idea, Magic, now is the time to propose it.
Oh, getting defensive. Cute. Sadly, I do not have a better idea. At least not for the moment. But if on the off chance you happen to breach the barrier and make your way in, maybe I can find a way to help you out.
What do you mean?
I don't give a damn about the accelerator. But I do give a damn about Wanda. So if wearing that monstrosity gets us closer to her, I will do everything in my power to help get her back. Promise me you will do the same.
I swear.
Good. Now get out of here. And don't come back until you bring back my friend. Be careful out there, Hunter. I want both you and Wanda back safe.
Okay, we don't have much time, so I want to run down what you need to do to pull off this purification spell. First and foremost, you gotta say the words to the incantation freaking precisely. Like every single syllable needs to be on point.
What if I stumble over them?
Something bad might happen.
Define bad.
Oh, I don't know. Like accidentally summoning a huge horde of zombie penguins to descend on New York? But that's why you memorize the words to the incantation. You do remember them, right?
Never fear, Nico. I got it all up here.
Okay, so what are they?
Huh?
Come on, let me hear them.
Ego sum tenebris. Et veniunt in domum suam iubet dominus.
And the last line?
Domun domini principasse io?
Grah, you totally messed it up.
No, I did not. I said it perfectly.
You mumbled the last part. Mumbling could get both you and Wanda killed. It's Domun Domini Precepta Your. You need to remember that line and say it verbatim, because getting this wrong is not an option.
I understand.
Okay, there are a few more important details we need to go over. First off, don't say the incantation before you see Wanda. You have to wait until she's in sight for it to work, okay?
Got it.
When you do start to say it, she should start to become disoriented. You're gonna have to repeat it 3 times before she's gonna be subdued enough for you to drain the corruption from her. Absorbing that much dark energy into your body is gonna be intense. I just want to make sure you're up to it.
I am unfortunately all too familiar with dark energy. Like it or not, it is in my blood.
I know how much you like to avoid using it, which is why I wanted to double check. Because this is not just Lilith's corruption you're going to be exposing yourself to, but you're going to be using freaking chaos magic to purify it. The only other person in recorded history to do what you're about to do didn't make it.
I do not need to be reminded of that.
Right. Sorry. I want Wanda back more than anything. I just don't want you to fall trying to get her back. I've already lost enough people I care about.
You do not have to worry about losing me, Nico. I will be fine.
You better be. So, this is it, huh? Just wanted to say, I believe in you, Hunter. You got this.
Thanks, Nico.
Now, bring our girl home. Oh, and Hunter, if for some reason the spell doesn't work, please don't hurt her. No matter what happens, remember, Wanda is still in there. Somewhere.